Before coming to the United States on a tourist visa and getting married, you'll want to be sure to listen to this video and avoid making this really big mistake in your immigration journey. I know that there's a lot of misinformation online, and there are a lot of things that say you should just come to the United States on a tourist visa and get married and file something called adjustment of status. That's the fastest and easiest way to be together. Well, that's not legally permissible. That's actually against the law. Why? Because a tourist visa is meant for the limited purpose of tourism, for a short visit. It's called a non-immigrant visa, which means you can't have immigrant intent. You can't have the intent to come here and live and start your next chapter in the United States with your significant other. That tourist visa is only meant for the limited purpose of tourism, for a short visit, and you have to show immigration you plan on leaving the United States at the end of your trip. The issue that I have seen so many couples make is that they've read online, they just come on the tourist visa, get married, and file for adjustment of status. And then many months later, they find themselves in my office or on a Zoom call, and we're talking about a notice of intent to deny they received from immigration because an immigration officer determined that they committed fraud or misrepresentation, that they basically were lying to immigration by using this tourist visa for the purposes of coming here and living. And I know that might sound frustrating. I know that these couples were just looking for a path, and they wanted to believe what they read online, and they wanted to find a path that was the fastest. But now they are faced with having to file a waiver of forgiveness, asking immigration for forgiveness for lying. And in really extreme situations, immigration can even refer you to deportation proceedings in immigration court for failing to comply with immigration laws. So it's really, really important to avoid making this mistake. There are some situations in which filing for an adjustment of status application is legally permissible. And it's really important before getting married, before filing your application, that you understand the laws so you can avoid being thrown into a situation of having to file a waiver of forgiveness or, in a worst case scenario, deportation. If you want to learn more about the mistakes to avoid in your immigration journey, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm releasing a whole series of videos of mistakes that you should avoid. And I also will put a link in the comments to my website, immigrationforcouples.com. I have a free resource center. It's very robust, a free relationship evidence guide, eligibility requirements for the different processes that are available to couples, and the list goes on.